Sawa.
Hello everyone, my name is Sanjimana Jean-Pierre. I'm a member of group number 2. So I would like to call my colleagues to introduce themselves.
Thank you very much, Jean-Pierre. I'm Emmanuel Sebagish, and I'm glad to participate in this discussion.
Thank you. I am Chelsea Corina Ingabire.
Thank you so much. Today we are going to discuss about the challenges women are facing in Rwanda and the sub-Saharan countries in Africa. I would like to call Emmanuel Sebag. I would like to call Corina to read the question number 1 for us.
The question number one to us: make a list with your team with all the gender inequality and women's rights issues that are still problems in Rwanda. More broadly, sub-Saharan Africa today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Emmanuel, are you there?
Yes, Jean-Pierre, I'm around. Can I start by answering this question?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much. There are different challenges that women are facing, or these countries of sub-Saharan Africa are facing today related to inequality and women's right. For example, you find that there are issues like early marriage or early pregnancies, and there is also the problem of like not having the right to education, like inequality in education access, where you find that a big number of male or men have better access to education than women. And also, I think the third one probably they are like anyone can add on. That's on the two, I think.
Yeah, for me, what I can add on is that, like in some parts of Africa, or no, yeah, some parts of Africa, some women are not allowed to own properties. Like during marriage, you find that men are the ones allowed to own properties or things like that. Like they are not given that right to own properties. Like if it is your own property, then you're not going to be given that right to own the property. It's like they're going to give it to your husband.
Mm. Thank you, Corina. Move on the second question. We are going to choose two. We are going to choose 2 or 3 issues to such as those we have been talking about. We are going to choose 2 issues that we are going to discuss about in this group. So I would like to call you guys to choose two two issues that we are going to talk about. So me, I can choose. I can go with the early marriage.
Mhm. Thank you, Jean-Pierre. And I think that, yeah, it's a good idea to have to discuss about our marriage. But also, why can't you discuss about the equality, I mean, on the access, full access of education to girls as well as men? It's like
Yeah,
equal access to education.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I also agree with those 2 points. Like we can discuss on those education and early marriage.
Okay, thank you so much. So we can start to discuss about these 2 points. Let us start with the early marriage. So in some countries of Africa, even here in Rwanda and the other sub-Saharan countries, we always see women's are forced are forced by their families to get married, such as those girls with the 12, 13, 14 years. So this is a big problem that is African women, even here in Rwanda, we are facing. But I don't think here in Rwanda it is too much, because government is always trying to teach people women's right day by day.
Yeah, what I can add on is like here in Rwanda, it is not on a high rate like in other sub-Saharan African countries. Like because here in Rwanda, there's a law that people should get married at the age of 21. So I think what those countries should do, they should like take an example from Rwanda. Like they should establish a law that that people should get married at the age of 21. So if they establish that law, then the rate of early marriage is going to reduce.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you
Corina.
very much, guys, for.
Sebagisha, I would like you to tackle on the issue of access to education.
I mean, access to education. So thank you very much, Peter.
Yeah.
Firstly, before starting this one, I have access to educations that different countries in sub-Saharan countries. I mean, Africa. I have to ensure that all children have I mean, all women got married when they are mature. And coming to the access of education, different countries are not like allowing girls to go and access education as well as boys, where you find that some parents and cultures still have this belief of thinking that boys are the only ones who can go and study, whereas girls can stay at home doing home activities and other domestic activities, which is not something good, because we know different examples of girls who can study, who can reach far. And as an example, we are having here a girl, Chelsea, who is now pursuing his degree in university, which is something great, and she's doing great. And there are even more others who have achieved this. So I suggest that these countries might enforce rules and regulations that make these ladies attend schools. Thank you very
Mm.
much.
Okay, thank you so much. I would like to call Corina to talk about this issue, because she's the one who can give us testimony.
So I think like males and females should have the same right to education, because like they are all humans, so they need to study. Like even women, they have shown that they are capable of going to work, like to have a job which earns a lot of money, and they have even like women can do a lot of things. So I think they should give them the same right as men to go to study to school, like secondary, university, even other degrees. Yeah, that would be great. Like they also have to provide trainings, like to provide trainings to people who live in rural areas, so that they can change their mindset on the issue of girls staying at home to work and boys going at school to study. So I think trainings are also needed. Thank you.
Okay, so let us move on the next question. Can you read it for us, please, Chelsea?
They're over. We had, yeah, they're no. In the last 10 minutes of your time, choose the problem and solution you think are the most feasible to implement and propose. to the government to carry out.
Okay. Move on to the solution that should be taken on these issues. On my understanding, I think that government can increase or can encourage men to to know and obey women is right. So they have to teach they have to teach families, because those families are the one who force their